Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of the class. I hope you're enjoying how the class is going. I wanted to go over a couple tips for week 1 that would help you with your discussion board work. Make sure to use APA formatted in-text citation and a reference for all your initial posts, because I saw a lot of people really struggle with that. For this week, we're going to be reading chapters 3 and 4. You're going to have another discussion board, and we're going to be looking at consumer behavior. Consumers behave in different ways. One of the ways is through marginal benefit, marginal cost analysis, and another way is through how prices are determined. When we look at marginal benefit, marginal analysis, we're looking at basically our benefits and our cost on a marginal basis. Now, within this section, we're going to focus on determining the difference between marginal benefit, marginal cost, as well as how to calculate the efficient quantity. Now, when you look at consumer choice, we all have choices in the decisions that we have to make. But we have to figure out, what should we do? How do we evaluate our cost, our benefits, that kind of thing? The word marginal, which is a very interesting term in economics, means additional unit. So, economic analysis generally assigns the following properties to consumers that we think about. Consumers will make rational decisions. Consumers will always pick products that create more marginal benefit than their cost. So, for example, if two products are equal benefit to a consumer, then he or she will choose basically the cheaper product, which makes a lot of sense. If two products are the same price, the consumer is probably going to choose the one that provides a higher benefit. Now, another property, limited income enforces choice. So consumers have to make a choice as to what goods will be purchased or not purchased. Purchasing one item means that less funds are available from another item. Basically, you only have a limited income, so you can only buy so much of a particular good or service. Another property, substitution of goods. Consumers can achieve satisfaction, which is generally referred to as utility with many choices. The satisfaction and cost of a cheeseburger can be evaluated in comparison to other goods, such as hot dogs. And another principle that we're going to evaluate is the law of diminishing marginal utility. This law is basically referring to marginal utility, which describes the increase in satisfaction from consuming one additional unit. So that means if I consume a unit, I get less satisfaction than the previous unit. I eat a French fry. That French fry was good, but it wasn't as good as the previous one. So the law of diminishing marginal utility must have set in at that point. Economists believe that consumers make decisions at the margin all the time. Should one more unit of a good be obtained or not? The consumer will compare additional utility to be achieved by consuming one more unit of the good to the additional utility that must be given up in order to obtain that good. At any particular price, the consumer will continue to buy units of a good as long as the benefit exceeds the cost on a marginal level. The marginal benefit indicates in dollar terms what the consumer is willing to pay to acquire one more unit of a good. It can also be related to the height of an individual's demand curve. Another implication of the law of diminishing marginal utility is the height of the demand curve and determining how many units it will fall as they consume more. So if you look at that demand curve, consumers will buy more and more when the demand curve starts to decrease at different levels. Marginal utility refers to the marginal utility of a good, represented by MU, and P is represented by P. Now, the last unit of a good purchase will provide the same marginal utility per dollar spent. So when you look at this analysis that we're going to be evaluating, we're going to be looking at how much does my dollar spend given my utility compared to an additional unit. Now, for this week, you're going to be looking at the discussion board question. The discussion board question is going to be focusing on how you make marginal benefit, marginal cost analysis, and how does the ticket price determine that. So you want to relate your example to demand, marginal benefit, and marginal cost. Those three concepts will come through in your work to determine what is really happening in the situation. So demand, marginal benefit, and marginal cost. And as last week, if you need any help with any of the course concepts, let me know. I can pre-grade your initial post as well, but all work is going to be due on Saturday night. I wish you the best.